Hey, ladies, welcome to this week's Tell It Like It's T.I. is Thursday. I am your girl, your host, Kiana Renee, curator of the Sexy Breakthrough series and the woman of the page, the woman of the Instagram page and of the YouTube page. Um, Life coach, motivational speaker, the list goes on, business developer, non-for-profit expert, um, program coordinator, do a bunch of different things. But today, I'm just chilling, got a couple things that I want to say. Before I got on here, I was kind of fixing my bun and I was reminded of how far I have come. A couple years ago, put a fake bun up there and was wearing that mug like it was mine. And I have come so far to where I got my own up here. And so I was just thinking and reminded of how sometimes you got to fake it until you make it. And it ain't nothing against anybody who wears, as my cousin Rhonda says, enhancements, on your head, whatever help that you use. But I'm just reminded of, sometimes things take a little long before you're able to reach it. But the most important thing that I got out of it was when I started wearing the fake bun, I had never worn hair before, and it was something that I tried out new because of the vision that I had. I knew I was growing my hair out, and I just, had that vision of one day having my own bun, which I have now, and it's been over 2 years, and just holding fast to that vision. And so here I am. And I needed that because, I'm going through some things right now where I have a vision in my mind and the process is getting to me. I'm overthinking some things. I'm overanalyzing. I'm causing myself a lot of undue stress. And all I need to do is just sit back, put some gel on it, okay, and keep it moving. There was times in my hair growth process I was like, I want to go back short, and this is just too much, and I can't take it, but I'm happy I stuck the process out. And I just needed this. And even as I'm talking about it, it's even giving me some peace and giving me some calmness of, the vision that God has given me that, I'm working towards. So I want to just give a message out to those who are in the process. That in the process is show me what it means. In the process, you in some things. You in the midst of some things that you ain't got no control of. And ain't got no control of. And I remember when I was growing my hair out, I was trying different products and some worked, some didn't. Whatever I found, I stuck with it. And again, I'm helping myself as I'm talking to you all about this on this video. And that's really why I do the videos, because it helps me out, just to get it out. I was one that didn't always share a lot of things, but having since doing Tell Like a TIS Thursday, it helps me to remove, to release some things, to welcome other things in. So I'm even having some peace around it before, um, more peace than when I turn this video on. So, stick with the process. It ain't gonna always be like this, like the song says. And I'm reminded of my bun that I had, and it kind of looked like this a little bit, but I was sticking to my vision. So, you know, that's a word for me. And I hope that it's a word for somebody else as well. Stick to the process. And if you've ever grown your hair out, that in between stage be ugly, right? But stick with it, stick with the process. I also want to acknowledge that the Sexy Breakthrough series, which was supposed to start, I think it was March 19th. And then I was going to do a weekend. It was going to be the 9th and the 10th of April, meaning tomorrow and Saturday. Well, I have not gotten a release for that to do a weekend retreat. It's coming. And I have a team of people where we are discussing some things as to what it looks like. I am not ashamed to come on here and say I ain't got it all together, and I ain't gonna never, ever look like I got it all together when it comes to these things. I've been there, I've done that. It's a lot of work to try to hold things together, and I'm just gonna be frank with you guys. Everything happens for a reason. Um, I was gonna roll it out. That didn't happen. And then, I was going to roll it out a couple weeks ago for this weekend, and I lost a very good dear friend and sister where I needed some time for that. So I didn't do the marketing, the promotions, and all of that other good stuff. And I was set to have it this weekend, and turns out that I'm not able to even do it this weekend because I got some other things that I absolutely need to do for this Saturday, this weekend that's coming. So again, I'm here, not trying to sugarcoat anything, not trying to make up any excuses, but I know when it happens, it's going to be the right thing. It's going to be at the right time. And the team and I were on hold. We have some wonderful things that we're going to lay out, but we are making sure that when we roll it out, it's going to be beneficial. One thing that I ain't going to do is put something half together and it's either going to be right or it's not. And if you've ever worked with me before, you know excellence is one of the things that I operate in because that's biblical. So I wanted to give you an update on that. And again, I took some time for myself. Um, having gone through, some things, with the death of a friend and just some other things that was going on, it was time for me to sit down and just think about some things and just take care of Kiana. And I can't really pour into you guys if I'm pouring from an empty cup. So rest and rejuvenation needed to take place, as well as me. Um, Operating in some relationships differently that was kind of surrounding that piece as well. So I'll talk more about that, but it was a time for me that was unplanned that needed to happen, and restoration really took place, as well as me getting my own things together in life as well. So I'm talking a little bit around the bush, but the bottom line is I needed to take care of myself. I needed to address some family issues as well. And I needed to just kind of patch up some things that I really didn't even know um, were unpatched, if you will. So I want to say and leave you with this. Take the time that you need when you need it, and you don't have to give any explanation to anyone. Um, Follow God's plan. I'm going to tell you this. I try, and when I'm talking about follow God's plan, there was about maybe 5 different times that I was about to post for the Sexy Breakthrough Retreat. And each time that I went to go and post it, I got distracted. It was either a phone call, my phone died. It was something where it didn't go through. And I didn't know why, but later on, I found out why, which is because I was attending to some other stuff, you know. So when you follow God's plan, He has everything, worked out for you. And that is exactly what happened. So, um, God got this. And when He releases this thing, I know it's just gonna be awesome. So I don't know when that's gonna be. I do know that next week, where the team and I are coming back to the drawing board, or the week after. No, it's one day next week that we'll probably be meeting, and once that happens, then we'll see what happens from there. But a lot of irons in the fire, and I'm excited about that. And I'm trusting the process in so many different things in so many different ways that I ain't got no choice but to trust the process. So, if you too are in the process of some things and you just like, look, I'm tired, I want this thing to be over with, then drop me a comment below. But those of us in the process of something great, something big, something divine, let's stick together, pray for one another, and just, be strong. Be strong in what we know, what thus says the Lord, and what God is preparing us for. So, trust the process. Talk to you soon.